Welcome back to Pulse with Robin. If this is your first time here, my name is Robin. I am a certified Pilates instructor and I post a new Pilates video right here on my channel every Wednesday. Today we are doing a Pilates ab and arm sculpt. I will be using a Pilates stability ball and a light set of hand weights. I normally recommend either 2, 3, or 4 pound weights. Your props in Pilates are always optional, so choose what feels best for you today. We will start with a quick warm-up. Starting in a 4-point kneel, hands under shoulders, knees under hips, spreading those fingers nice and wide, tucking those toes under for stability. Finding our Pilates breath here, deep breaths in through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. As you breathe in, feeling those ribs expand out and back. As you exhale, softening those ribs together and down. One last inhale. Exhale, press the mat away, tucking chin to chest around your spine, look under. Inhale, arch the spine one vertebrae at a time, eye gaze comes up. Exhale, press the mat away, round and look under. Inhale, slow arch, eye gaze comes up. Last one, strong exhale, round your spine, look under. Slow inhale, arch and look up. Resetting the neutral spine, bring that right hand to the center of your mat, opening up to the left, reaching that left arm up, eye gaze follows. Pausing at the top for a few rounds of breath, really pressing the back of that left hand behind you. One last deep breath in. Exhale, threading that left arm under your torso. Left ear comes to the mat, hips are staying high. Actively walking those left fingertips forward, feeling a nice stretch through that left shoulder. Pause here for a few rounds of breath. One more inhale. Exhale, press up through your right hand, coming back to that 4-point kneel. Hands under shoulders, knees under hips, reset your neutral spine. Draw the belly button in, press the mat away, shoulder blades separate. Left hand comes to the center of that mat, opening up to the right, reach up, look up. Pausing at the top for a few rounds of breath, pressing the back of that right hand to the wall behind you. One more inhale. Exhale, thread that right arm under, right ear comes down to the mat, hips are staying high. Walk those right fingertips forward, active stretch through that right shoulder. Deep breath in. Exhale, press up through that left hand, come back to a 4-point kneel. Resetting the neutral spine, draw the belly button in and up, tucking those toes under, press the mat away, find a knee hover. Knees hover an inch off that mat. Deep breath in. Exhale, press the hips high and back to downward dog. Really heavy through those heels, pressing those heels down into the mat. Bending through the knees, slowly shifting forward to that knee hover. Nice and slow, pausing in that knee hover, deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Heavy through those heels, one more time, bend the knees, shift forward, find that knee hover. Deep breath in. Exhale, downward dog. Walking those feet back one step, we shift forward into a nice, strong, flat back plank. Up on those hands, up on those toes. We're gonna get into our flow. Tap that right knee down. Exhale, lift, tap the left knee down. Exhale, lift, maintaining a neutral spine. Belly button's drawn in and up. Feel those shoulder blades separate. Inhale to tap. Exhale to lift. Nice and slow. Hips are square to the mat. No swaying from side to side. Avoid piking those hips or arching that spine. Last one on the right. Last one on the left. We take it to double knee taps. Tap both knees down. Exhale, lift. Inhale, tap. Exhale, lift. We add on in 3. Tap and hold in 2. Good. Last one. Tap the knees down and hold. Hover those feet off the mat. Bend your elbows. Lower your chest to the mat. Exhale, extend, press up. Tuck the toes under. Find your plank. Good. Slowly bend. Tap the knees down. Bend the elbows nice and close to those ribs. Feel those triceps turn on. Exhale, press up. Tuck the toes. Find your plank. We have 3 more. Good. Last 2. Last one. We meet in that push-up. Elbows are close to the ribs. Chest is low to the mat. We pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Press your hips to your heels. Reach your arms forward. Pausing in a nice child's pose for a few rounds of breath. When you're ready, we are coming all the way up. Sitting with that right knee bent. That right shin is parallel to the front of your mat. Left knee is bent. It connects to that right foot. Grabbing that stability ball. Grabbing 1 or 2 weights. Stack those ribs over the hips. Eye gaze is forward. Right hand is on that ball. That weight is in your left hand. Palm is facing forward. We inhale, roll that ball out to the right. Exhale, draw it in. Restack ribs over hips. Inhale, roll it out. Strong exhale back through center. Knit the ribs together. That torso is staying in one nice straight line. No movement through the neck. Using those obliques, rolling out with control. So strong. Restack ribs over hips. We add on in 3. Last 2. Last 1. Hold that side bend to the right. Exhale, reach weights to ceiling. Inhale, bend elbow to rib. Exhale, restack through center. Inhale, roll that ball out. Exhale, reach weights to ceiling. Inhale, bend. Exhale, back through center. Really slowing these shapes down, separating each shape into its own movement. We are holding that side bend as we find that shoulder press. When you bend that elbow, then you can restack through center. Using those obliques to pull yourself up. We hold in 3. Roll that ball out and hold in 2. Good. Last one, rolling to the right. We hold, just work that left arm. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. Can you tap that elbow to those left ribs with each rep? Really squeeze. Hold that side bend. Press that right hand down into that ball. Good. We go for 3. Extend and hold in 2. Last one, reach and hold, tiny pulses to the right, super small, slow pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Strong exhale, restack through center. We're going to come right into the other side. Left knee is bent, left shin's parallel to the front of that mat. Right knee's bent, it connects to that left foot. Left hand's on the ball. Sitting up tall, ribs stack over hips. 1 or 2 weights in that right hand, elbows bent, palm is facing forward. Inhale, roll that ball out, nice straight line, find a side bend to the left. Strong exhale, roll it in, restack ribs over hips. Inhale, roll out. Exhale, draw it in. Rolling out to a point where you feel those obliques turn on, but not too much that you lose that neutral spine. We slow it down, finding a strong pace, using that breath. Inhales, roll out. Strong exhales, restack, knit the ribs together. We add our shoulder press in 3. Good. Last 2. Last one, roll to the left and hold. Exhale, reach weights to ceiling. Inhale, bend. Exhale, restock through center. Inhale, roll it out. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. Exhale, restock. Last 3. We hold our side bend in 2. Last one, side bend and hold. Exhale, extend. Inhale, bend. Holding that side bend, feeling those obliques. Exhale, reach. Inhale, bend. Can you tap that elbow to your ribs each time? Last 3. Extend and hold in 2. Last one, reach and hold, tiny pulses to the left. So strong, maintain that neutral spine, draw your belly button in and up. We have 3, 2, and 1. Strong exhale, restack up through center. We are finishing this sculpt off on our back. Option 2, bring that stability ball with you. It's coming in between those knees. Feet are flat, knees are bent. Setting up our imprinted spine. Tilt your pelvis up, press your low back heavy into the mat. Holding that shape throughout this series. Hands behind your head, elbows are wide. Inhale, prepare. Exhale, curl your head, neck, and shoulders up. Inhale, lower, tap the elbows down. Exhale, curl up, pause for a second at the top, pull that belly button in and up. Eye gaze comes to that ball, little tuck of chin to chest. Slow inhale to lower. There's no movement through that neck. We are using those deep abdominals to curl up. Pause, slowly curl it down. Next time you curl up, holding at the top. Bring those knees to tabletop, hinging at the hips, tap the toes down. Exhale, tabletop. Inhale, tap. The bend in that knee is staying the same throughout this movement. You are hinging at the hips, diving those toes forward. If you lose that imprinted spine, you're going to shorten your range of motion, just lower the legs a little bit. Exhale, restack. We stack the knees over the hips rather than drawing them into the chest. Our eye gaze is forward, our elbows are wide. We have 3. Last 2. Last one, stack knees over hips and hold. Exhale, squeeze the ball. Inhale, little release. Exhale, squeeze. Inhale, release. Can you curl up 1 extra inch? We squeeze and hold in 3. 1 more change, last 2. Last one, squeeze that ball and hold. We pulse the chest up and up. Press that low back down. You have 5. 4. We stretch in 3, 2, and 1. Curling all the way down. Set that ball to the side. Hug those knees in towards your chest, giving them a nice big squeeze. Finding a little rock from side to side. Plant those feet nice and wide on your mat. Knees are bent. Drop the knees to the left. Pull the knees back through center. Drop those knees to the right. Nice little knee swipes here from side to side at your own pace. Drop the knees to one side, then drop the knees to the other side. Hugging those knees back into your chest, crossing one ankle over the other, hands come behind the thighs. Start to rock yourself forward and back, finding a little massage through that spine. Eventually coming all the way up, legs are crossed, spine is long, ribs stack over hips. Pulling that left arm across your chest, spread your fingers nice and wide. Bending at that left elbow, bring that left hand behind your head to the top of your spine. Relaxing the arms down, switching sides, pull that right arm across your chest, spread your fingers nice and wide. Bending at that right elbow, hand comes behind your head to the top of that spine. Relaxing the arms down, interlace your fingers, flip the palms, reach those arms up and overhead. We take one final big deep breath in, find length. Exhale, let it all go. Thank you so much for joining me today. Please like this video, subscribe to my channel and my Instagram at Pulse with Robin. I will see you next Wednesday.